Today I want to talk to you about 5 mistakes that you might be making in your attempts to get sober. So my name is Angela Donnell. I am a Jay Shetty certified life coach. I got sober in 2023 after an entire year of trying, and my goal here today is to help you not make the same mistakes as me. So I'm going to walk you through just my top 5 reflections on my sobriety journey and maybe some errors that I was making when I first got started out. So number 1 is not changing your environment. This is so important in sobriety. I'm not suggesting that you go and you change your whole life in a day, but you do need to start changing your environment. So what do I mean by that? I mean, not going to all of the same places where you felt triggered or urged to drink or use a substance in the past. Maybe some of the people that were in your life maybe need to be removed, or maybe see them less or potentially in different ways than you had in the past, because again, that's going to bring up triggers and urges. And just your general everyday life. Are there places that you're going to that are triggering you constantly over and over and over again, and you keep failing on your goal of sobriety? So think about that one. Not changing your environment, I would suggest, is one of the top 5 mistakes. Number 2, not planning ahead, especially in the first 3 months, maybe 3 to 6 months, when you're changing your habits, right? Your brain's gonna keep giving you these signals, dopamine signals, like, hey, it's time to go drink. You know, this is something where in the past we would have drank. So you're getting these little urges and triggers coming up over and over again. Now, how you can avoid that? You can't. They're gonna happen, but they will slow down over time. But you need to plan ahead. So if the weekends are typically a time where you would partake in that behavior, how can you plan ahead for this next weekend to not go like that? To help yourself out with having something to do, whether it's going to a movie. I used to go to our local community center and go to the pool on the weekend evenings because I could go in the hot tub, the cold plunge, and the sauna and do a few circuits of that. I'd be feeling really good when I left, and I wouldn't want to drink. So plan ahead the times where you know you're going to be triggered the most. And the other thing is too, if you have events that you have to go to or that you want to go to where you normally would have drank in the past, try consciously playing the tape forward in that respect. Like, plan to not drink by thinking about how you're going to get through your night without it. What will you drink? Who will you talk to? How will the night go? What time will you leave? Like, make some plans around that so that you have a successful night. Number 3, talking about your urges and cravings in real time. So what I mean by this is, don't do this. Don't tell people who you normally drink or use substances with that you're currently having a craving or feeling triggered to do those things. Because chances are you're now triggering that person, and the two of you are going to go off in a rabbit hole and you're back at square one again. So, you know, what could you do instead? You could go sit alone. You could go write in a journal. You could go for a walk. You could pick another activity. Just don't talk about them in real time. You could talk about it the next day with somebody who, again, is not in the exact same situation as you. I got sober with my partner, so that's where I'm drawing this from. If I was feeling triggered to drink, you know, sometimes I would bring that up, and now he's thinking about it, and there we go. So I would really suggest not doing this. Number 4, not saying no. So what I mean by that is you're saying yes to things that actually you're a no for. Do you ever say, yeah, sure, I'll go do that, or yeah, fine? You know, I found myself in this position a lot, and that's why I'm bringing this up, and I'm sure that other people probably struggle with this too. There was a lot of times where I said yes to things that I actually didn't want to do. And I started to realize in very early sobriety that if I was going to be successful, I'd have to start being true to my own intuition and my own wants and needs. And it doesn't mean I say no to everything, but I'm really more careful about what I say yes to, because I don't want to be put in a situation where I really don't want to be somewhere and then I'm feeling triggered to drink because I just can't stand the environment that I'm in. So it's very important. Start learning to say no. It's okay to say no. And it's okay to say why it's a no. But just be true to yourself. You're gonna get there a lot faster. My last tip for today is not trying new things. You have to try new things in sobriety. When I first got sober, I was doing tennis lessons, pottery, going to the pool every day, just doing all kinds of random things. And they're not actually things I even do today. I've kind of switched them out for other stuff because I kept trying more and more things to see what I like. I'm almost 45 years old. I've never played tennis in my life. I thought that was funny that I had all of a sudden this urge to take lessons. Like I said, it didn't work out, but I tried something new and it opened up the door for me to be like, what else? What else could I possibly be interested in? And now I've got a whole host of things that I do on a regular basis that fill my time and make me happy. So I would love to see in the comments below, what is something that you really want to try that you've never tried before? Hit the like button, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.